Hello everyone, Alzion the Great here, and welcome back to the Temple Dynasty. First off, sorry for not getting this out back in 2022. I did have it recorded, I just got lazy and also had a trip. But regardless, it's time for the final ACC test. As Virginia Tech comes to town, Temple will be heading to Virginia Tech next season, as per the home-and-home agreement. However, the Clemson deal was just a one-year thing. As we're about set to get kicked off from Lincoln Financial Field, Virginia Tech won the toss, they deferred to the second half, and here we go. This ball is kicked to Devon Fox, who will take it from the 1 as he gets out past the 20 and near the 25 for a 24-yard return. As Temple 2-0 fresh off their overtime win against ACC powerhouse Clemson, now gets to face another ACC team in their final test before conference play. It's a fake on the read option, the thing that caused Clemson so much trouble last week as DeJuan Mathis got 6. We'll see how much Temple passes today in the rain, or if today might be a similar game to the one against Clemson, as it'll be a handoff to Jakari Norwood next, as he only gets 1 yard. Sorry about that, kind of lost my voice for a second. As now Temple swapping their formation here on 3rd and 3, the first third down of the day. It'll be a fake to Norwood. Mathis tries to power through a Hokie, but he cannot do it. He only gets 1. DJ Harvey prevents him from getting the first down there. As now Virginia Tech's first drive. Grant Wells under center. He's on 1st and 10. He'll take it and pitch it out to Keyshawn King, the running back, as he loses 2 yards. Big play by Jordan McGee, as he sets the tone early for the Temple defense. So that'll be 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Grant Wells as he'll hand off to Keyshawn King again. But once again, taken down. Jordan McGee finished off the tackle there, as it'll be 3rd and 13. As Virginia Tech looks to avoid a 3 and out. As here comes the blitz, almost gets there, as well as gets it out to his receiver. But Caleb Smith cannot get the first down. It's only 7 yards. And Temple's defense holds on the first drive. As now E.J. Warner is in at quarterback. Fake throw, intercepted! He's intercepted inside the 20 now, as that'll be a turnover on the first pass for E.J. Warner. He only had, or actually his second, he had 1 against Clemson, but this is just a terrible read. It was a fake read, and he has 2 guys wide open, but he throws it to the one who's covered. And I did not understand at all why he would throw that ball to that receiver. But it'll be 2nd down now for Virginia Tech, as they are presented with a red zone opportunity really quickly, as they take their time here, handing off to Keyshawn King to the outside as he gets to the edge, and he gets 7 yards there, making it 3rd and 4. Obviously they failed their earlier 3rd down conversion attempt. Now 3 wide with a tight end and Keyshawn King, as Wells drop back throws to the end zone and dropped by his receiver. Maybe the rain having a little bit of an effect there, as he was just wide open against this zone defense at Temple, but he could not bring it in. As Virginia Tech settles for 3, and E.J. Warner looks like they're confident in him, as he's going to go 5 wide set after throwing the interception, and it will be a throw. And he throws it out to the receiver, who drops it, as E.J. Warner now 0 for 2, as it'll be 3rd and 9. So Warner's still in and making adjustments, as now he'll take it, ready to throw, throws it across, and it's caught. That's Jose Barbone, who gets involved a lot earlier than he did last week against Clemson, so he gets 14. That's his first completed pass, really since the concussion, as he takes a hit, but he pops right back up. It looks like EJ's okay, but regardless, DeJuan Mathis is going to come back in at quarterback here. His 1st and 10 read option again, as he pulls it back, and he'll barrel through a Hokie and get 11. He stays on his feet, actually. He was on top of a defender, and he'll gain about 4 more yards. Good play there by DeJuan Mathis, as it'll be 2nd and 8, making an adjustment to the play, as Mathis will throw. He throws it across the middle, and it is caught by Adonicus Sanders for 6, as it'll be 3rd and 2 easy, well, not easy conversion, but favorable conversion attempt for Temple, as it's a read option, and Mathis will get the required yardage there. He gets 5, as it'll be 1st and 10 now, approaching Virginia Tech territory with under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. As Mathis hands off to Jakari Norwood, who powers through a Hokie again as he gets 5 yards. Virginia Tech's kind of struggled, just stopping the runner, not to mention stopping the run. So it'll be 2nd and 5 here. Mathis making a lot of adjustments to this play, as they almost need to call a timeout, but they get the snap off. Mathis is hit as he throws, and that falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 5. Not ideal for Temple here, as we'll go into the double stacks formation. Making an adjustment is Mathis, as he'll take it. As the big blitz comes, he throws, and a good play there to prevent the reception, as it will be 4th and 5, and the tying field goal will be attempted. The kick is up and just good, as Temple ties it up heading into the second quarter. At least a minute left in the first half, as Virginia Tech will take over here. Take on their own 31. It'll be a fake handoff as Wells pulls it back, and Wells gets away from the edge, breaks off of a tackle, and Wells is streaking down the field as he gets well inside Temple territory. A 36-yard run as he shows a little bit of read option, and what a run by Grant Wells, as it'll be 1st and 10 now inside the 35 of Temple. His I formation with the receiver motioning across. It'll be a pitch to Keshawn King, as he does get the edge, and he will get 6 yards on a good gain there, as we're now into the second quarter. Once again, I formation for Virginia Tech. Bringing a tight end in motion across on 2nd and 4 as he hands it off to Keshawn King, but this time he will be stuffed, as he only gets 2. It'll be 3rd and 2 now. His shotgun, another motion, as Temple's defense switches. As it's a blitz, it almost gets there, and the pass is dropped. Very close, but good play by the defense there. It'll be 4th and 2, another long field goal, or a mid-range field goal, actually, not long, as this kick will be up and good. No, missed. Sorry, a little bit of a, obscure view there, but missed wide left, as Virginia Tech cannot capitalize. It'll be 1st and 10 for DeJuan Mathis. Fakes the handoff, but decides to go with his running back as he pulls it down. 1st down across the 40. Crushes another Hokie as he gets 18 yards. What a run by Mathis. And just watch this play. Fakes the handoff and then just takes off immediately. No one even looked at him for a second as he just crushes the safety there. What a hit. 1st and 10 now on the 44, for Temple. Mathis making some changes to the play as he takes another pass. Once again, he pulls it down. This time they got a spy on him, but he can't get to the edge in time, as Mathis will get another 1st down, 12 yards. He has run very effectively. Temple still trying to keep it balanced despite the rain, as it will be their 12th handoff of the game. Jakari Norwood only gets 2 on 2nd and 10, making it 3rd and 8. Kind of obvious passing situation. That's why you put 5 wide receivers out there. It's 3rd and 8 here. Mathis goes across the middle, and it's caught. Adonicus Sanders again for 11. As Virginia Tech only has 1 1st down on that 32-yard run by Grant Wells. This already is 6 for Temple as Mathis fakes the handoff. Another big 10-yard run for the 7th 1st down. But after 2 incomplete passes or 2 stuffed runs, can't remember which, it'll be 3rd and 10. As Mathis makes an adjustment, takes the short drop, goes across the middle, and it's caught by Sanders, but for only 8 yards, as it'll be 4th and 2. As Virginia Tech celebrating a little bit, but Temple is not going to kick the field goal. They want a touchdown. 4th and 2, about half of the way the second quarter to remain. He hands off to Jakari Norwood, and he gets 7. 1st down as Temple, once again going to the bunch right with the slot left. I think that's what it is. I'm doing my formation work, okay? Mathis pulls it down, and no one's going to stop him as he goes through another Hokie. 7-yard touchdown run for Dewan Mathis. As everyone covered once again, man coverage. Safety had an eye on him, but it was too late. This would be 1st and 10. Virginia Tech down 7 now with 3:36 left in the second. Kind of a faint motion there as Wells throws across the middle. Intercepted! He's intercepted by Elijah DeRaville as Temple is going to take over once again. The first interception for Elijah on the day. Look at this play. Gets crossed up a little bit, but makes an amazing read to come back and catch the ball. And now Temple has a shot to really put this game up for halftime. A fake and a throw and a catch to Ahmad Anderson Jr. as they go to the fake read option there. As this team is still trying to utilize the passing game. But Mathis this time fakes the handoff again, and this one's intercepted. Virginia Tech takes it back. Just threw it into coverage, and not a good decision by Dewan Mathis there. As it will be 1st and 10, actually now 2nd and 6, as it'll be a handoff to Keshawn King, who does get the edge on a very favorable block. DeRaville forces him out of bounds after 15 yards. VT trying to tie this game up. They still got 2 minutes, as it'll be a pitch to Keshawn King. Once again, the edge is set, and no one's there for Temple, as King running down the sideline, breaks a tackle inside the 20, and gets down around the 18-yard line. Keshawn King is heating up, and that's not good for this Temple defense. But good news, they've got him to 3rd and 10, and Virginia Tech has not converted a 3rd down yet. Wells drops back to pass, throws short to King, but he's not going to get a 1st down. He only gets 4. Good job by Temple to hold, as that'll be another field goal. And here, I was kind of just assuming that we would just run, because I think they got the ball again. So we sim, Wells actually fails. We block the 47-yard field goal, and then I was like, okay, well, let's just go to the second half. But E.J. Warner passes for 18 yards, gets another 5-yard pass, and then a 16-yard to Jakari Norwood, and we get a field goal before half. So the AI got a field goal for us. I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have been stimming in that situation anyway, but I was not very happy at that particular moment. As it will be 1st and 10 in the second half, as Keshawn King takes it for a 4-yard rush to start. He was getting hot a little bit there at the end of the first half. We'll see if he can carry that in, as Temple is bound to focus on more run defense, given Virginia Tech's stuff this game. As Keshawn King not stopped on that play, he gets 16 yards, trying to run Virginia Tech back into this game. It'll be 1st and 10. A fake to Keshawn King. I think everybody bit. He throws it deep. He's intercepted. Wells is intercepted again. It's Elijah DeRaville for his 2nd turnover. He just threw it up there, kind of taking the shot against the defense, but cover 2. Elijah DeRaville played it right, and just a beautiful interception by him. 2 really good plays as Dewan Mathis and Jakari Norwood take the field in stacks formation. They swap, safety responds, and that means a run for Dewan Mathis as he barrels through 3 Hokies. They've had trouble stopping the big guy today, as it'll be 2nd and inches. For the first time, I think, this game, we go under center. Maybe the second time is the handoff to Norwood, who uses his speed to get 7 yards there, as it'll be 1st and 10 again under center, as Edward Sadie in. We'll hand off to him, but he cannot get very far. He gets 3, as that takes Temple over 100 rushing yards on the day. 2nd and 7. Xavier motions in, as it'll be a handoff to Jakari Norwood. I know his first name's Xavier. I forgot his last name, which is weird. 3rd and 3 for Temple on the 47-ish, looks like, as Mathis makes an adjustment, and now changing the play entirely, it seems. Now trips to the right with the lone receiver to the left. Mathis going to throw. He gets it out, and it's caught by Jakari Norwood, but he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. But it looks like Temple's going to go for it again. Very risky call on the 49-yard line. It'll be 4th and 3. They do hike it. Mathis pulls it back. He meets a Hokie and crushes him again. Mathis gets 4 yards. What a run by Dwayne Mathis, or Dwan Mathis, excuse me, as he's approaching 100 yards on the day, and that's a 4th down conversion again for Temple. As it'll be a handoff to Jakari Norwood on 1st and 10. He goes through a Hokie for 4 yards. Temple showing physical running today, which is exactly what you want to see, especially in the rain. A quick screen is called now, and I don't think we'll be doing that again anytime soon, as Ahmad Anderson loses 1. It'll be 3rd and 7, passing situation, but hey, the way Temple's gone for 4th down, you never know. It will be a pass, as Mathis throws it short, and it's caught by Adonicus Sanders for 8. So the passing game showed up when we need it to, but for the most part, we haven't really needed it to show up. As Mathis pulls it back, evades a tackle, and now he's running free inside the 20 down to the 12-yard line. 22-yard run. He's over 100 yards on the day now, as Dwan Mathis is having one heck of a game again. As he hands off to Jakari Norwood, goes up the middle, gets 7. BT's run defense, as well as the ACC's run defense, I guess, considering the last 2 games, has not been very good. But they've got it to 3rd and 3. And Temple convert on this. Mathis pulls it down, and he has the 1st down, maybe? Yes, he gets caught from behind, but reaches the ball over the 1st down marker. After a missed pass on 1st and goal, it'll be 2nd and goal. With Edward Sadie in at running back, it'll be a handoff to him, but he gets stuffed behind the line. So we'll lose maybe half a yard there. It'll be 3rd and goal, just under, just over 50% on the day is Temple, as Mathis instructing receivers. Takes the snap, pulls it down. He's going to be so very close. He's right there. 3 yards on the gain. He's on the 2-yard line, and Temple's going to take the field goal. They are not going to risk missing here, although it's a questionable decision. Letting the clock run down as much as they can, or kicking it, it is good. As Temple takes a 10-point lead with the 4th quarter just upon us. So far, the defense has done pretty good. Only 155 yards, most of it on the ground, and 2 interceptions. So, good idea for a good defense to stop a comeback. But Keyshawn King doesn't need to go through the air, as he gets wrecked after a 13-yard gain. But it's still a 1st down, as we are now in the 4th quarter. Virginia Tech only needs a touchdown and a field goal. 1st and 10. Handoff, Keyshawn King. Bounces off Elijah Duravel as he gets taken down after 6 yards. As Virginia Tech's 1 for 6 on 3rd down, but this is a little bit easier. It's 3rd and 2. Can they convert this? It will be a draw. And Keyshawn King fighting, and he somehow bounces off a defender and dives for the 1st down. Don't know what that was. Little game glitch there, but it benefits Virginia Tech. As it'll be 1st and 10 from the 49. Temple almost jumps, but there was a motion, so he couldn't snap it. As Wells going to drop back to pass, actually. Throws it short, and it's dropped by his receiver. The rain definitely having an impact on these receivers so far in this game. As it'll be 2nd and 10. Shotgun formation, another motion with the tight end. As Wells is going to pass again. He'll throw it short to the tight end, who will fight and almost get the 1st down, 3rd and inches. Nick Gallo gets 10. As the way they've been running, this should be an easy conversion for Virginia Tech, but let's see if Temple can stop them here. As it will be a read option. Wells pulls it back as he breaks off a tackle. Wells inside the 20, inside the 10, down to the 5, diving for the pylon. He hits it, but they say he stepped out of bounds. Grant Wells, the 2 times he's pulled it back, it's been amazing. As he breaks off of a tackle there, and he just steps out of bounds, making it 2nd and goal. Or 1st and goal, I guess, goal to go for Virginia Tech, as it'll be an option. Wells gets taken down by the face mask, but it's not called. Pretty obvious face mask there, not called, as Wells almost reached the end zone. It'll be 3rd and goal. Now Jumbo set with 2 wide receivers and 2 tight ends, as it'll be a handoff to Keyshawn King, and he gets in for a touchdown. Virginia Tech has brought it within 3, as Keyshawn King is having an amazing 2nd half, as Temple's struggling to stop him. So far, Temple's kept it pretty balanced, but you'd imagine that they would want to run the ball here to try and end out the 4th quarter, as it'll be a handoff to Norwood. On 2nd and 11, he only gets 4. It'll be 3rd and 7. Not a good situation for Temple. His passing hasn't really worked today. They almost have to call a timeout, but they do get it off, as it'll be a throw, and Mathis overshot his receiver, as that'll be incomplete and a punt. Virginia Tech now has 4 minutes to potentially win the game. Ideally, you not want Temple to get another possession here. Wells pulls it back again. This time, Temple was ready, as he only gets 2 yards, as opposed to a 20-plus yard rush the last 2 times. Or I guess 3. 2nd and 8, it'll be a handoff to Keyshawn King, who finds an opening and breaks through as he dives forward for even more yardage. 22 yards. Keyshawn King's on fire, despite the fact that it's raining. It's been amazing from him, as they'll give it to him again. As he tries to run outside near the 50, he gets 5. The clock's still running, as Virginia Tech trying to end this game. It'll be a screen call. They do get it out for Keyshawn King. Elijah Duravel, however, is there. Actually, it's Jalen Holston who was in on that play, as it'll be 3rd and 5. Only 4 for 9 so far. It'll be a pass under pressure, but he does get it off, and it's dropped by the receiver. It is dropped. 7 for 20. It has not worked for Grant Wells today, but Virginia Tech is going to go for it. On 4th and 5, potentially the game on the line. He throws. It's the same receiver, I think, and Dwayne Lofton gets 15 yards. He holds on that time, as now Virginia Tech can run this clock. 2:22 left. It'll be a handoff to Keyshawn King as he breaks inside past the first down marker, gets 15 yards out to the 19-yard line. Keyshawn King nearing 20 attempts today, as we have just over 2 minutes left. It'll be a triple option handoff. That's Holston, I believe, as he has a big gap, as he gets inside the 5 down to the 3. And now Virginia Tech 1st and goal. Under center with 2 tight ends in the ace. Receiver motions inside. It's a pass, and it'll be a throw out the back of the end zone. Grant Wells didn't like what he saw there. Now 2nd and goal. Temple has a guy wide for some reason. Now they shift, and no one's covering the receiver, but it's a run, as King cannot get there, as he loses a yard. Elijah Clark made the key tackle there. 3rd and goal. This is really big. 1:44 left. Temple used the timeout. It's Wells. Will draw to Keyshawn King. He will not get to the end zone. It'll be a 1-yard run. Temple calls another timeout, and Virginia Tech is opting for the safety of a field goal. Both teams attempting field goals inside the 5, as this kick will be good. This means that Temple will have 1 minute and 38 seconds, or roughly that, I should say, to attempt a comeback. 1:21 now, as we join them on the next drive. 2nd and 2. Trying to do what they did to Clemson last week, as it'll be a handoff to Norwood. He gets 10 yards on the play, as still hurrying up, as Mathis will hand off again to Norwood. He's got the hot hand, it seems, as he rolls forward for another 10-yard gain. Temple chunking their way down the field, as they took a break on the 1st down. Another handoff to Norwood. He gets taken down for a 6-yard gain. Still 1 timeout for Temple, but they're not using it. It'll be a fake handoff. Mathis stopped in the backfield after on the 2nd down play. Nasir Peoples, their best player, gets that, as it'll be 3rd and 3. Temple needs 3 yards for a conversion. They have no timeouts. Fake handoff. Mathis gets it, and he does get the 1st down. It'll be a 4-yard run, as Temple going to hurry up again. Clock stops with the 1st down, as it'll be handoff. Norwood, he gets a few yards up the field, but he can't get to the 1st down. Still on top of people, as now they call him down. Temple has to hurry, as this clock is winding down if they want a chance at a field goal. Now at 10 seconds, 9, 8, they're still scrambling to get in position. As now they're in, they wait an extra second or 2, and now it'll be a spike with 3 seconds. It'll be a 49-yard field goal attempt. They made a 44-yard one, and he also attempted this against Clemson last week. This to win the game. The kick is up, and it's just short. It's just short. Temple and Virginia Tech are going to overtime. For the 2nd week in a row, we have overtime against an ACC opponent, this time at home, luckily, as we win the toss. Temple is going to try and stop Keyshawn King first as they pick defense. Now Keyshawn King and Grant Wells take the field from the 25 as Virginia Tech will start with a counter, and he gets the edge outside the 20, breaking a tackle, gets about 9 yards as Keyshawn King starts off this overtime period with his 20th rush as he has 123 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 1. Tight end in motion once again, moves to a fullback position, handoff to Keyshawn King as he picks his way through and gets 2 yards for the first down as Virginia Tech has now eclipsed Temple in total yards. Tight end motions out to the slot, it looks like, or something that looks like the slot, as Wells is going to get sacked. Guess who it is? Elijah DeRaville. 2 interceptions, now a sack in OT, 2nd and 17. As King will not get the ball, he'll branch out as he's almost sacked again, but Wells finds his receiver on a beautifully thrown pass to Caleb Smith as it'll be 3rd and 1. From the 5, it looks like, as it'll be a handoff on the end round. They do not go to Keyshawn King, but Gosnell only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Elijah DeRaville made the play there as they'll opt for the field goal on 4th and 1 from the 5 as the kick is good. And now the pressure is on Temple. Can they score like they did last week against Clemson? As DeJuan Mathis and Jakari Norwood once again take the field. It'll be another handoff to Norwood. He had the hot hand to end the second half as he gets 6 on that play. No need to hurry up as we're in OT, as it'll be a handoff again to Norwood. This time he only gets 2. As Temple taking it slow. Don't want to rush and get out of position here. This will be 3rd and 2, and it'll be a fake handoff. Mathis gets the first down, avoiding people, gets inside the 5, down to the 1. He gets 16 yards, and now Temple utilizing hurry up. They go into the formation that everyone expects them to, and no one was over the center. Touchdown, DeJuan Mathis, as Temple is going to beat Virginia Tech in overtime. What a game by DeJuan Mathis. He also went over 20 rushes on the day. As in the rain, Temple secures the victory. Elijah DeRaville gets a worthwhile player of the game there. Sack, 2 picks as Temple walks away 3-0 from their out-of-conference schedule. Not what anyone expected. But, yeah, overall, I realized way too late in this game that we should just keep running the ball, even though it felt like it was cheap. But it was raining, so it kind of made sense to not pass. But yeah, overall, I wanted to pass more, but as I said, it was raining, so we just relied on the run and DeJuan Mathis and the read option. I'm going to look and try to expand the playbook a little bit for our first conference game, because I feel like it's kind of boring to just see us do read option every time. I feel like it's a little bit cheating, or at least I felt after the game that it felt like it was cheating. Rory Bell, he misses another long field goal, which kind of sucks because I need him to hit that. Like, that is something I need him to hit. But in the end, it didn't cost us. We performed well in overtime again against an ACC team. Keyshawn King, hopefully we don't see him next year, but we probably will. I don't like defending him. That was so annoying to just watch him consistently beat us in run defense. 5 drops. But it was in the rain. Dwayne Lofton did not have a good game. He dropped 3. As Nasir Peoples also had a good game. Only allowed 4 sacks this game. We did solid in that department. Can't believe they made 6 field goal attempts. But yeah. Overall, a couple things. Just, try to run the ball less for me. And don't sim. Do not sim. But yeah, neither team could be stopped in the red zone, although the fact that we had 3 field goals in the red zone inside the 5 was an amazing thing. But regardless, we beat Virginia Tech, as here are your players of the game from both sides. As now we move on to 3-0, as we look at some recruiting once again. Michigan lost to Charlotte. Oklahoma loses in the SEC, as they are there. So you can see everything that happened this week. Oklahoma plays Georgia. It's going to be a fun game. But, yeah, just trying to keep the top 25 semi-realistic, although I don't think Bama would ever go 1-2, as Michigan's completely dropped out of the standings now. We go to recruiting, got some visits in here. Stephon Wilson, a punter, will be visiting during our first conference game against UTSA. We also have Samson Johnson, another punter. It's really hard to recruit specialists. He'll visit during the bye week, as we also have Eric D'Imperio. Decided to visit him week 9 versus UTEP, and Braylon Bakerson, one of the two Bakerson brothers, will be visiting with his brother against UTEP. As you look at the overall board, moving Randall Flores from the top, just not going to be able to get him. Same thing with Smoke Sinclair, which is unfortunate. I think I also ended up removing Clifton Graham after the end. As you see here, who's the new top of the board. Bakerson brothers are both right there for the taking, as no one seems to have gone after them, but we need to keep going, start winning more battles. It's obviously hard to recruit as a group of 5 school, but hopefully we can, attempt to recruit some other players, as I added some more to the list. But our next game will be against the defending CUSA champions, now in the American, the UTSA Roadrunners, as they, we've had a good start to the season, obviously. They only lost at New Mexico, but they've won 3 in a row since then, including putting up a 56-point game, so good to see Frank Harris and this UTSA team. Zakari Franklin will be available for this game, trying to, show you guys who we might be playing against in case I forget. But yeah, Frank Harris has had an elite start to the season, already 1,000 yards in 4 games, only 2 interceptions. This is going to be a tough team to stop, and they're definitely one of the favorites, I think, to win the American this season, especially with the way they've started. Also, Ogle Kellogg with 2 G's. What a name. But anyway, thank you all for watching. My name is Leslie the Great, and I will see you all against UTSA next episode.